don't do this very long, because there's a price that you pay that is not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. And that price is depression, deep depression, a severe brain imbalance that's going to lead you to addiction. It leads so many people to impulsive behavior.
Of anything of that sort. That's a federal crime. And trust me, people would love to see Jake Paul end up in jail.
Jake Paul had a very healthy fear for his life while he was in there. And he was moving as such. He was staying away from him. He was running away. He was trying to get distance. Then he was trying to step in to win this athletic competition. And then he's trying to get out of the way so that he doesn't get hurt again. I mean, he was fighting.
After suffering a broken jaw at the hands of Anthony Joshua, questions have emerged about whether Jake Paul's boxing career can or should continue. Joe Rogan weighed in on the aftermath, emphasizing that Paul has already accomplished a great deal and earned substantial money from the sport. Rogan warned that continuing to compete at this level carries extreme risk, noting that repeated exposure to heavy damage can result in permanent physical injuries as well as long-term mental health consequences, including depression. In his view, the danger now outweighs the reward. Rogan suggested that stepping away from the ring may be the smartest decision for Paul's long-term health and well-being. His comments underscore a broader reality within combat sports. Pushing beyond safe limits can carry life-altering consequences, no matter the fame or financial reward involved.
Big right hand.
He did.
Didn't have any effect.
Yeah.
Because he's, really, he weighed 216, but he's doesn't even have abs, right, at 216. He could easily weigh 190.
Yeah.
I'm sure he could make 190.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua's gigantic.
So big.
He's so big. He's so much bigger. So, of course, like, his punch that he knocks Tyron Woodley out cold with, Joshua just eats it.
Yeah.
Because he's a giant.
Yeah.
He's a fucking giant man.
So big, dude.
He's so big.
I give Jake so much credit for stepping into that ring.
Bro, he got hit with a bomb,
Yeah.
a right-hand bomb.
When he got hit with that too, I don't know if enough has been made of the fact that, it was absolutely devastating. But the fact that he had awareness immediately to go like he looked at the crowd
he's
like, oh shit,
whoa.
like wow.
He goes,
It
"I
wasn't
got
like
cracked."
Yeah.
I think he went into that fight knowing that was probably going to happen,
yeah.
and ultimately, the big win for him would be that he was even willing to do it, and that he could do well for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually just deal with the fact that Anthony Joshua is going to connect with a bomb.
Yeah.
And breaks his jaw in 2 places.
Yeah. And
He's fucked. His jaw's wired shut now. He lost teeth.
See, he made it to the 6th round.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Do they put your teeth back in when they pop out like that, or are they gone forever?
I don't know. But it's just wired shut for like 6 weeks now.
Yeah, you got to eat nothing but protein shakes.
Chael Sonnen strongly criticized Jake Paul's recent fight, arguing that matchups of this nature are far too dangerous and should not be allowed. He described the bout as feeling less like a traditional boxing contest and more like a fight for survival. Throughout the match, Paul was in constant motion, prioritizing evasion and self-preservation over sustained offense. In the brief moments when he was forced to step forward and engage, he quickly retreated to limit further damage. Sonnen noted that at times, Paul was reduced to dropping to his knees or using grappling-style movements simply to stay safe and avoid serious injury. According to Sonnen, Paul's performance became a test of endurance rather than skill. He likened the effort to an animal trapped in a cage, relying on instinct and resilience to survive an overwhelming threat, an image that underscored just how dangerous the matchup truly was.
These guys fought. That was not a boxing match. It just wasn't. Jake Paul had a very healthy fear for his life while he was in there. And he was moving as such. He was staying away from him. He was running away. He was trying to get distance. Then he was trying to step in to win this athletic competition. And then he's trying to get out of the way so that he doesn't get hurt again. He was fighting. Then it turns to where he can't stay away anymore. So now he's got to go the other way. He's got to go forward. So now he's clinched him. Now he's dropping down to his knees. He's going below the waist. He's getting to double leg positions. He was fighting. These guys were Jake was fighting for his survival, and you could so see it. You could see this animal who's been caged. and is just trying to make it through, not even kill its prey, just make it through. And it was incredible. It was really incredible. So on the back end, some of the comments that I made or that I had heard were so confusing to me.
Despite acknowledging Jake Paul's determination and ability to withstand pressure, Chael Sonnen warned that fights of this nature carry severe physical and psychological risks. He stressed that repeated exposure to such danger could have lasting, long-term consequences if these kinds of matchups continue. While Paul's courage and persistence in the ring were undeniable, Sonnen made it clear that a fighter's safety and well-being must always come first. Forcing athletes into situations this hazardous, he argued, is irresponsible and risks serious, potentially life-altering harm.
I will tell you, it breaks my heart too that Anthony Joshua can't get him out of there in one round. Dave Portnoy had made a comment before the fight. He said, I like Jake. I wish well for Jake. Of course I'm taking Joshua. And then Portnoy made his point. And he said, because I believe in boxing. This isn't if I'm cheering for Jake or if I think that Joshua is more experienced or better. I believe in I believe boxing's real. If boxing is an actual sport, if it is an actual sweet science, then of course a guy that's done it 11 times cannot compete with the Olympic champion.
Nakisa Badarian, co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, spoke highly of Jake Paul's courage and resilience following his intense matchup with Anthony Joshua. He highlighted the extraordinary heart Paul displayed, continuing to fight with determination despite being knocked down multiple times and suffering a broken jaw in 2 places. Badarian emphasized that Paul's performance was about more than survival. According to the promotion's in-house scoring, Paul even won the 4th round, pointing to clear progress and ongoing development as a boxer. He also stressed that there were no prior agreements or contractual arrangements with Joshua that could have influenced the outcome, stating that any attempt to manipulate the fight would be both illegal and unethical. Despite criticism from sections of the public and the boxing community, Badarian maintained that Paul's showing reflected unwavering resolve in the face of punishment from one of the sport's elite athletes. Stepping into the ring with a world-class opponent, he said, demonstrated both bravery and commitment. Badarian also hinted at Paul's future ambitions, suggesting he remains motivated to avenge his loss to Tommy Fury and continue proving himself at the highest levels. Overall, his comments underscored the idea that Paul is willing to take on top-tier competition, enduring both physical and mental challenges as he seeks to grow and establish himself as a serious presence in professional boxing.
I don't think it was a moral victory because he expected to win. I do think he showed who he is as a fighter. I think he deployed the strategy that he was very clear about going into, that he was going to look to make AJ miss, and AJ missed a number of times. And ultimately, I think the weight of AJ caught up to Jake Paul. If you look at the first 3 rounds, AJ wasn't really able to touch him. But when AJ was in a clinch with him a couple of times, pushed down on the back of his neck, pushed down on the back of his head, got him to the ground. There was a few times where Jake looked like he was going for a takedown. Again, that was Jake trying to engage in the clinch, and AJ smartly moved back. In one instance, I think it was the 5th round, Jake engaged for a clinch, AJ moved back and started punching down on Jake's back. So all of those things kind of deteriorated or emptied Jake's gas tank a lot earlier than I think he expected it to. But overall, I thought he deployed his game plan well for the first 5 rounds and actually had some success. He even moved AJ back a few times, 1 by just jabbing in the air, and 2, when he caught him, he moved AJ back. AJ came right back in and swung, but he did move him back.
Frank Warren praised Jake Paul for showing tremendous courage in his fight against Anthony Joshua, emphasizing that stepping into the ring for a bout of that magnitude requires both bravery and confidence. He noted that Paul, a natural cruiserweight with just 12 professional fights, faced an enormous challenge in taking on a top 10 heavyweight like Joshua, who remains one of the best fighters in the world. Despite the clear mismatch, Warren observed that Paul managed to land several effective shots, including sharp jabs and a near-miss uppercut. In his view, Paul even did enough to edge the fourth round. While acknowledging that some critics would overanalyze the fight, Warren stressed that everyone understood the reality. It was a monumental task, and Paul rose to the occasion. Warren concluded that the bout ultimately delivered what it was designed to deliver: excitement, spectacle, and an opportunity for Jake Paul to demonstrate his resilience.